Breaking news, a ray of hope in the Middle East conflict. In a dramatic turn of events, the release of 20 Israeli hostages held captive in Gaza is imminent, signaling a potential end to the ongoing conflict. This development comes as U.S. President Donald Trump declares the war is over. A long-awaited reunion. As the sun rises over Tel Aviv, a sense of anticipation fills the air. Crowds have gathered at Hostages Square, many staying through the night, eagerly awaiting the release of the hostages within hours. This plaza has become a symbol of resilience, hosting demonstrations for over 700 days, with people coming together to sing and watch the screen that will showcase the hostages' return. The road to recovery. The Hostages and Missing Families Forum's health team emphasizes the challenging journey ahead for the hostages and their families. After enduring 2 years of inhumane conditions, including starvation, lack of medical care, isolation, violence, and abuse, these individuals require extensive medical attention, close supervision, and most importantly, the restoration of their identity as free individuals, not hostages. The health team warns that the released hostages will still face numerous risks, and their well-being must be the top priority in every decision made. Honoring the deceased. While the release of the living hostages is a cause for celebration, the return of the deceased hostages for burial is equally significant. It allows their families to grieve with dignity and begin the healing process, as expressed by the families group. A carefully planned release. The Israeli government has meticulously planned the release process, ensuring a smooth transition. Unlike previous exchanges, where Hamas staged controversial ceremonies, this time there will be no Hamas propaganda or sick displays. Instead, the 20 living hostages will be released to the Red Cross and transported in a convoy of 6 to 8 vehicles, according to Shosh Bedrosian, a spokesperson for Israel's Prime Minister's office. The hostages will be reunited with their families and then sent for treatment at 3 different hospitals. As per the Israeli government's plan, a complex ceasefire agreement. As part of the first phase of the U.S.-brokered ceasefire deal, nearly 2,000 Palestinian prisoners and detainees in Israel will also be freed. This agreement includes the release of 250 Palestinian prisoners serving life sentences and 1,700 Palestinians detained after October 7, 2023. A summit for Gaza's future. World leaders from over 20 countries have gathered in Egypt's Red Sea resort of Sharm el-Sheikh for a summit on Gaza's future. This summit, chaired by U.S. President Donald Trump and Egyptian President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi, aims to address the region's peace and stability. British Prime Minister Keir Starmer, UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres, and leaders from Canada, France, Germany, Italy, Spain, Turkey, and Indonesia are among those in attendance. A new era for Israel? Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has described the hostage release as the beginning of a new era for Israel, a path towards healing and rebuilding. However, the road ahead is complex, and the success of this ceasefire agreement remains to be seen. Controversial release ceremonies. Previous hostage releases have been marked by controversial ceremonies orchestrated by Hamas. In January, the release of Israeli and Thai hostages in Gaza descended into chaos, with thousands of people jostling and cheering as the hostages were handed over to the Red Cross. This led to a delay in the release of 110 Palestinian detainees, a diverse group of hostages. Of the 251 people kidnapped during the October 7, 2023 terror attacks, 20 are presumed alive and 25 are believed to be deceased. The majority of the hostages are Israeli citizens, but 4 are foreign nationals from Thailand, Tanzania, and Nepal. The status of one Nepali citizen, Bipin Joshi, remains unknown, causing grave concerns for the Israeli government. All the remaining hostages believed to be alive are male, with one female hostage, Inbar Hayman, among the deceased. And this is where it gets complex. The release of hostages is just the first step in a complex ceasefire agreement. As the world watches, the question remains, can this fragile peace hold, or will it be short-lived? What are your thoughts on this historic moment and the challenges that lie ahead? Share your insights and opinions in the comments below.